The stakes are higher. Players are gearing up for the showdown in Russia that will see the emergence of one country winning the ultimate prize, the World Cup. It is 157 days to Russia 2018. Welcome to another exciting episode of Russia 2018 World Cup Update. Super Eagles and Leicester City midfielder Wilfred Ndidi, who is expected to be part of the team to the World Cup in Russia, has been rated as the player with the most successful tackles across the top 5 leagues in Europe. Ndidi is said to have made 91 successful tackles, more than any player in Europe's top 5 leagues, the Premier League, the Bundesliga, Serie A, La Liga and Ligue 1. Ndidi, who was on the team list to play Algeria in the World Cup qualifier in Algiers, says he is in great form and is looking up for inclusion into the national team for the World Cup in Russia. Nigeria's striker and one of the hopefuls to participate in the World Cup in Russia, Olarinwaju Kayode, has been linked with a loan move away from La Liga club Girona. Kayode is on loan at Girona from Manchester City, which he joined last summer from Austria Wien for around €4 million. The striker has struggled at Girona, where he failed to score in 13 appearances, a far cry from the 37 goals in 87 games from Austria Wien. Bursaspor was reportedly interested in Kayode last summer before he opted for the City move and Girona loan. A move to Bursaspor and a goal-scoring revival could win him a spot in the Super Eagles Russia 2018 World Cup squad. CSKA Moscow of Russia's striker Aaron Samuel has expressed his desire to make the Nigeria squad to the World Cup this year, but admits he needs to play regularly for his club for that to happen. The World Cup will be held in Russia, where the striker is based, and he says it is very important for him to be at the tournament. While it is still a possibility for him to make the squad to the World Cup, Aaron, however, hasn't been playing much for his Russian club. This is something the 23-year-old admits has to change if his hope to play at football's biggest event is to be actualized. One of the pundits picked to win the 2018 World Cup is Lionel Messi's Argentina, runners-up to Germany at the 2014 World Cup in Brazil. Despite having to qualify on the last day of qualifiers, the coach of the team, Jorge Sampaoli, says he will start a tour of clubs of his likely players for the Mundial, where they are expected to clash with the Super Eagles. Sampaoli said his first stop will be Barcelona to speak to team captain Messi. Sampaoli revealed that he has between 45 and 60 players, from which the last 23 will emerge. And let's take a look at Nigeria's history at the FIFA World Cup. We'll call it a blast from the past. Today, we take you back to the 1994 World Cup in the USA, where the Eagles made their first appearance. 24 years ago, Nigeria made her debut at the FIFA World Cup after years of struggling to qualify. The team, which was managed by Clemens Westerhoff, had players such as Peter Rufai, Augustin Eguavon, Benedict Iroha, and Sunday Olise, among others. For many of them, like Sunday Olise, it was a dream come true.
Felt that playing for national team was our military service. It was kind of like, well, we can't go on a year's military service to defend the country, but it was kind of like a way of serving the nation. And I think in as much as we were the most successful generation, we were the least paid as when it comes to financial benefits. We were the least paid, and today when we see each other, we laugh about it. But then it was just this hunger, like we felt we had to make a name.
Olise remembers Nigeria's first game at the World Cup.
We had to defend for this so that the team could keep this offensive form. Myself personally, I had to run to left and right for players like Okocha and all that. But it didn't bother me as long as he gave the right passes. It was to win, and he was one of the most talented players I played with. But we didn't always get along off the pitch because we had different characters. There were egos there, there were that. But the thing is, at the moment we came to training, it was one family.
Nigeria topped Group D ahead of their opponents Bulgaria, Argentina and Greece. The round of 16 clash against Italy awaited. The Super Eagles led the game until the 88th minute, but Italy eventually overcame the pride of Africa in extra time. Remember, it says 157 days to Russia 2018. Join us tomorrow for more updates on the Russia 2018 World Cup.
Pita el árbitro, Messi carrera.